$58,000 with a simple whiteboard animation, to Spanish explainers pulling in 200 grand, to the hottest niche in finance. This week we found 8 faceless YouTube niches for both shorts and long that are making real money right now. And for each one of them, I'm going to break down the format, I'm going to tell you what they're doing wrong, and I'm going to show you how you can bend those niches into something new where you will have absolutely no competition. And if you don't know who I am, quick context, I built Art of Work to over 1.6 million followers and over 300k in revenue in its first year of ever posting content, and then we scaled that portfolio of faceless YouTube channels, branded channels specifically, to over 700k per year. Then I invented the concept called the niche bending, and we hosted a workshop where over 200 people showed up live to learn the niche bending system, and we even got featured in a vidIQ video. So if all of this means something, then it's probably that I know what I'm talking about. So let's get straight into the digest. Our first YouTube channel, Simple, actually generated $58,000 from 100 videos. Their best video, How to Sleep Less and Wake Up Fresh, hit 2.8 million views, and the formula here is very straightforward. They take something that feels hard, like sleep, studying, chemistry, and reframe it as this is simple. Actually, and the production itself is literal stick figures on a whiteboard. A team member that can create those videos will cost you less than 800 bucks a month. But here's what's really important about this channel: their scripts, because you have to take genuinely complex topics and make them feel simple without dumbing them down. That's what I call the skill barrier to entry, and this is the kind of barrier that protects the niche from future competition and help you make sure that you will monetize the channel for years, not only months. Now, it's super easy to bend this format. You can run a channel like Money is Simple, actually bending it towards finance, cooking is simple, bending it towards food, and also social skills are simple. Actually, this channel will be bent towards psychology. Each one of this is a fresh angle that nobody else is using yet, but do not rush to jump into the first niche that we have here, because closer to the end of this digest I actually have 2 niches that are absolutely printing right now. So stick with me till the end. Our next YouTube channel, Mr. Sticky, made $197,000, getting almost 40 million total views with long form. And what makes this channel interesting is that it doesn't stick to one topic. They talk about presidents, experiment with their formats, hope on almost every single trend. And the reason why they can do that is because they are plugged in many English-speaking viral YouTube channels, and they simply translate their content, reanimate their content for the Spanish market, instead of inventing ideas on their own. And this is a textbook example of what I call the target audience bend. You take the format that works and you bring it in front of the audience that have never seen it before, for example, because of the language barrier. And if you speak Portuguese, French, or German, this could be your blueprint for the first $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Just take something from English-speaking market and bring it to your home country with the same format but different language. Next YouTube channel is one of my favorite bands of all. Calisthenics with Lavender generated $3,000 by turning a male character female. They started not too long ago, and they simply took videos from Yellow Dude, this channel that recently exploded, and adapted it for females. Overall, it's a beautiful idea because A, girls have a higher RPM, and B, they're more loyal fans of the channel. And many YouTube channels actually overlook targeting females because they're run by men and they naturally talk about the topics that interest themselves. So the framework or the opportunity there is actually very straightforward. Take a very popular man-driven style or content and simply bend it to females. This channel generated $3,000 with it, but honestly they could easily triple that by launching a WAP community or simply affiliating for one. I think that in 2026 it's very stupid to only rely on your AdSense revenue, and whenever you have a niche like that where people are coming not to enjoy the entertaining content but to actually get better at something like fitness, you should be 100% looking for either starting your own community or selling info or affiliating for something that already exists. Another channel from the same category, Faceless AI investor Alisa generated $22,000 with an astonishing 15 bucks RPM, and her strategy is as simple as you can imagine. They take topics from Nick Invests, another channel optimized for males, they adapt them for females, and they generate pictures with not a banana, animate them in CapCut, and then this thing makes them $15,000 from every million views they get. As I said, females have a way higher RPM and they're way more loyal as audience, but again, again, nobody created the channel, investing channel for females before that. So I think it's a beautiful niche band and a good lesson for you. Again, fitness, finance, we saw two examples today. Whatever market you can find where it's mainly male-driven content, introduce the new angle, create a band, bend it towards females. Most of the time you'll find a blue ocean that you can monetize for yourself. So if you're having hard time coming up with content for men, maybe just try channels like this two and let me know the results. Our next YouTube channel generated $3,000 in 4 months. The numbers are honestly terribly small, but I see a note here that my team added it as a test, asking me to review the channel and tell you why I think only one of their videos exploded. So let's look at the channel now and let's do a quick channel review and try to understand why most of their videos suck. So if we go to popular, we can see that one of the videos generated 1.3 million views 3 months ago, and then everything else, especially videos that they post recently, are actually not getting any good traction, and the channel kind of fell off. So the number one thing that I look at is thumbnails, and as we can see, this thumbnail outperformed everything else, and they only replicated it 2 times. So all other thumbnails have a different style, different structure, and this could be one of the reasons. Whenever you have something that worked so well, you should be doubling down on that instead of continuously experimenting with that. Plus, what I see on 2D channels is that you want to keep the consistency of your formats over and over. So because this channel is hopping from one trend to another, it seems like they could not build an audience that is interested in just one of the topics. And also because I run pretty similar channel, the Art of War, so I kind of know the topic a little bit. And looking at this video, for example, that was posted 3 weeks ago, I definitely think they could do a way better job because 72 hours awake is not the most catchy phrase about this sniper. This guy, I think he killed like 560 people without sleeping, and he shot without scopes. He ate snow to remove the stealing of his breath, and he did a lot of crazy stuff. So I think that, for example, for this thumbnail, they could have the same sniper, but he could be eating snow. This is the video that, if I were to show you, I think it did like 90 million views on my channel, and I name it exactly that. So yeah, this sniper, as you can see, 96 million views, and the hook of the video was literally the sniper started eating snow during a battle, blah blah blah. The reason why it worked is because it has the curiosity trigger. Whenever you see it, you cannot stop watching it, and it's the same thing that this video is missing. There is no curiosity behind it. Yes, he's 72 hours awake. What it's like to be each legendary sniper, I don't really want to watch this video. And if you compare it to, for example, the most deadliest military units in history, and then you have a clear comparison in the thumbnail, it's kind of clear why this video outperformed everything else that he has on the channel. Our next YouTube channel put together Usain Bolt and a dog and generated over $25,000 from their race. Overall, Motion Athlete made about $150,000 from over 50 million long-form views, but the problem is that their videos are 1 to 2 minutes long, and that's why they have very bad RPM. I personally like those hypotheticals. I have a partner on one of our projects, Mario, and we're actually running a pretty similar channel to this, but with a bit more of like brain rot humor involved. And the good thing about those hypothetical videos is that the most creative person will win the race. So if you consider yourself as a creative one, then coming up with those ideas and actually making them good is gonna be quite easy for you, and you will beat 99% of the market who uses AI to come up with the same stuff. But it's also a barrier to entry. So for example, if you're not creative, if you cannot come up with those ideas, that's probably not the best niche for you to look into. But talking about the format itself, it's pure visuals. There's no voiceover, there's no script required. All it basically takes is come up with a catchy idea that people would be interested in, like again Usain Bolt against the dog, and then just animate it using Blender, or maybe they use Unreal engine, but I don't see a reason to do that. So just use Blender, it's simpler. You can hire an animator with a good system for about 1.2K a month, and they will be able to produce 4 to 6 videos, meaning you'll get a good start for the channel. But again, because it's high quality 3D animation and because there is a skill barrier to entry, creativity barrier to entry, make sure that you actually have all of the resources before you start a channel like this. Because I recently had a story where a follower of mine came to me and he was 4 videos deep into the channel that didn't work for him, and he was paying $400 for a single video that I would probably pay 84. So without the proper hiring system, it probably does not worth it for you to start anything related to animation. We mainly do it by hiring from CIS countries and hiring on Telegram. We don't use Upwork or Fiverr. Those are 4 or 5 times more expensive than the candidates Telegram, for example, can provide you with. And if you want to have this unfair advantage in your business, then you can check the link down below this video. Schedule a free call with the head of client strategy at the Art of YouTube, and he'll show you exactly how our hiring methods work, but only if you want to go into more complicated niches like this one. Our next YouTube channel is a perfect example why formats matter more than effort, because they've been posting 2D animated videos for more than 8 months, putting out about 2 videos per month, and nothing really worked. All of their videos got 2,000 views, 3,000 views, so nothing really stuck, and they were very unprofitable until they posted this video that did 219,000 views, and then they doubled down on the format that went crazy and posted this one that did almost 500k views in just 6 days. And the format that I'm talking about here actually came from another channel, the Life Outline, and what they did is they simply took the thumbnail format and the video script structure. They created the same exact video about a different character, and when they saw that it worked out, then they decided to use the celebrity and the news drama that is going on right now to get even more attention from potential viewers. This is a very fresh combination that I always recommend people to use whenever they need to boost their YouTube channel performance. So you take the format that works currently, it needs to be a trending format right now, and you bend it and you use it with a person or a celebrity that is also trending. In this case, it was this guy, and the video was every level of Illuminati, which is, again, very cool idea, posted at the right time with the right format, and that's why it blew up to 500,000 views in just 6 days. I hope that this guy now hires the right team that will allow him to scale, because posting 2 videos a month is definitely not enough to make a sustainable income from YouTube. But if you can double down, if you can do more of those and just develop the topic slowly, then it's gonna be an amazing win for him. And that's a wrap for today. As usual, I don't want you to copy any of the niches that I've mentioned from above. All you need to do is to think of a creative bend for each one of them and come up with a fresh angle and bend it towards the market where it was never used before. If you still don't know what that means, then you probably haven't watched this niche bending video that you can see on the screen. Go check it out now, because that's a combination of everything I learned about searching and creating faceless YouTube niches. Check it out now, and if you want my help at scaling your YouTube channel past $15,000 a month, you'll find the first link in the description. The Art of YouTube is currently open. Go check out the free class on my website, and I'll see you there.
Right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMMShiba and SMM are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders, and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.